What is good, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another day of backtesting until I am profitable. This is day 157. We are on the September 20th, 2025. It's a Sunday evening or Sunday night, depends on what you call it. So, throughout the day, let's continue. And again, these are one of the last days I am using FX Replay as my backtesting platform. It has been good using it. I've learned much. I've drastically developed with the entries, the strategy, and everything, the analysis, all in all. So, where is it at? Well, when you check subscriptions, you can see it's like ending in 1 day. I don't think I'm gonna pay for the next one though, this next month, because I'm really trying to go low in expenses because yeah, money is tough, brother. Money is tough. So if you see a switch to TradeZilla, know what happened? I paid for the TradeZilla annual plan for journaling. It's a pro plan, journaling, and also so I can do some backtesting. So very grateful for that. I think it will be of very good value. So far, I haven't found any flaws, and if they are, like every system can have a flaw, but I'm grateful with it. So I could be potentially shifting tomorrow but one. So that means that we will potentially lose like all of this progress, but the good thing is that at least we learned in the process. So we won't be losing progress because the progress is within me, not within the platform. So let's continue without delay. That was a small intro / disclaimer. Now let's do the 2024 ICT futures model. So we've dropped this to like a little bit below break even, like $476 in drawdown. Now we can go just start the next day. It happens every day and it won't stop. I remember hearing those words from ICT mentorship. It's really crazy. Anyways, the analysis for today. Let me open the journal separate tab. Right. So I can see we have this good gap that it looks like we are rejecting it. Now I go down to the 4 hour. Now when I do like this, you can see that price is looking really good. We've run some lows, we've shifted internally. Today is a Thursday, so we could have some expansion to the upside, or if this is a manipulation, then we'll be looking to some premium PD raise, maybe run this high or this one, but overall it's looking bullish. So these are the highs that I'm looking for too. Now we're in the daily gap once more. We've run the low, so it's like we've had an external manipulation. All I would wait for is probably an internal manipulation, but it's not a must. Now we see a 1 hour fair value gap inside here, small one. Let's make it right side, it can pop out. So down to 15, drop, push, drop, push. So still have these highs here. Yeah, nothing, still looking towards those highs. I think the market could form a pattern, trace, then start going higher. We have the midnight open somewhere here, so if it drops somewhere below it, we can still understand the reason and the reasoning behind it. So you have some kind of SMT as well, so let's stay cautious. Okay, so market opened and exploded higher, right? So it's looking good, nothing crazy so far. Okay, now back up at the 15. You can see we've run this high here. Okay, which is okay. ES hasn't run it, I think. Let's check out. It's this one here. Does that mean that we're bearish? I still don't think so. But if this is the discount of the move, then we can probably find an entry. so you don't see. Well, there's an SMT here. So this here, from here to here, there's an SMT, and I think we're gonna go higher. You can see that we end up rejecting. So 5 minutes, we are rejecting this fair value gap here. I think this will potentially be like 1-to-1, even though it's late. Can take something like this, like 1.6 hour. Ooh, it drew really close to TP, close to SL, and now it's close to SL. And take profit ends up getting hit, but we were manipulated somewhere inside here, forming another SMT. Let's see. By the way, look at this model here. Look at this. We run below this low and sweep it by a tick, and then after doing that, so I think we should stop managing I should stop managing my stops so aggressively. Like for example, you can see this good retracement. There's another potential entry here. You can see that there's a sweep, push. You can see the shift here, and then this small internal gap. So it could have made this entry better, honestly. Like look at this move here at 1023 from here to here. You can see a very beautiful retracement. So and another good thing is that this was a 15-minute retracement to a fair value gap. Look at how beautiful this is. So if I had managed to take an entry inside here, targeted here, I would have got a better risk to reward and a better stop loss size. So let's say I enter internally here on this rejection. So the TP will be there, and the stop loss will obviously be below these walls, even though they look like equal lows. So yeah, you take the risk no matter what. So we push higher, retracement, and then we start going higher. So if I think you would use this as the swing point, you can see this was in discount. Buying here wasn't in discount. So lesson learned. Because when you do like this, yeah, it wasn't in discount here, but didn't wait for it to hit full TP. So let's see if the full target gets hit, because we formed like something like equal highs there. It's probably could be consolidating, and the afternoon sets the move. Let's play it and see. So when I check the 15, you can see we're still in proximity to this thing here. So using the fib from this low looks more prominent from here to here. I have some gaps here, so if we trace it makes sense, but let's just wait and see what happens. Okay, we run this low here, forming a beautiful SMT. Do we reject? Discount. And we end up sweeping as well. So let's check the 1 hour. we hit this by a tick, while ES had hit it even earlier than we thought. So this S70 here should have been a sign for us to close. It's kind of like what happened to me this last Friday. Next day open. Well, so retrace the gap. I still think we're bullish, even though like the market's trying to show some possibility of being bearish. So we have like 3 stacked highs here, which I think the market could potentially draw to, even though we have a fair value gap, very huge one here, and most of the times it usually rejects and then heads for this sell side here. So we have sell side liquidity, and we've got the midnight open. And I think it could be probably be about to deliver lower or from some kind of inside day here. So we have this low here, this one here, this fair value gap. So the 15 these are the only fair value gaps we have. We ran this high at the open, where we didn't run it on ES yet. Okay, and looks like we're already dropping, so I'd like to go down to 5. This is like OTE of this move. Yep. And we create another manipulation. Very good. Was waiting for that. I end up manipulating again, but there is no longer an SMT. SMT was invalidated, so gotta be cautious there. Ooh, look at this beautiful delivery here. At the exact start of the macro, put another sweep. Keep in mind this red thing is the 1 hour fair value gap. Now look at this here. It's a very beautiful fair value gap. I don't know how to make it like an outshining color. You can see how beautiful we trace into it, then we start dropping. So if I would have managed to position myself short here with a stop out there, and first targets obviously below this relatively equal lows, even though it's an SMT. Let's see, will it hit? Yo, absolutely not. Crazy. Still waiting though. So I think we could have been wrong, and it's possible, which is very, very okay. Look, when you check the high time frame, we're bullish, even though we're in this gap. So yeah, it kind of proves a point here. I go down to the 5. You can see we had an SMT like this, shift, retracement back into the gap, and then it starts to deliver, which I think it could be running for okay, the 5, okay, 4, 3, 2, okay, 2 is looking also good. You can take a trade inside here. Let's see how it rejects. Okay, now let's see if we can find a buy inside here. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna do this. I have an opposing gap here. Let me just wait. Look at how beautiful we respect the first presented fair value gap, like once, twice, thrice, and the fourth time. It was amazing. So you can see we end up dropping, even though we weren't kind of like in line with the way that it's gonna play out. So you can see we push up, then we're starting to drop. How's the 2 hour looking like? Okay. What news did we have here at 8:30? Core personal consumption expenditures. Okay, not bad. So I think we're gonna draw lower as we reject these gaps here. So let's see what happens. By the way, the moment we put in the shift, I'm not expecting like a retracement to full like premium or something like this, but look at how these candles are closing inside, and then this one also pairs up and starts dropping, which is really good. And then we get a manipulation. So looks like I'm gonna leave it to this. It's looking very choppy and manipulative. I'll drop once more. By the way, let's check. Is this premium? Whoa. Classic OTE. So should be mindful with that. Like that model is so powerful, bro. Let's see, do we drop to the full sell side? Nope, but we hit the midnight open. And I think if you manage to enter like at OTE, let me check the 1 minute, and you can see that after running the highs, we've shifted here, a small fair value gap here, reclaimed fair value gap. Now, if we use this and this, see, push, rejection, and let's say you enter here, maybe stop loss probably here or here, for which this will be very aggressive. And let's say your target was just these relatively equal lows. This could be like I don't know, 3R already. The midnight open will be how much? 6R. Crazy, bro. This is so crazy. So I mean, it's absolutely stunning here. Now let's go to the next day. So it looks like we reject the 1 hour gap, as I was thinking. Even though like the market surprises you with new elements of movement that you didn't expect, but it's okay. Now we get shift to bullish movements after like doing the intraday stuff. Okay, so deal with this. So you can see we're still rejecting the daily gap here, and so overall bullish. Does that mean that the day prior to this one we could have taken bias? No, the market showed sell opportunities, so you gotta be open-minded to anything that could happen. Now that's the 1 hour. So it retraced, ooh, with a crazy SMT as well. So it retraced back to where it opened, leaving behind an SMT, which is totally fine and very great. And to create another inside 1 hour gap. So I think now could be heading for these relatively equal highs, 3 stacked highs. Now I see that we're rejecting this gap here. Get down to 15. So the manipulation has already happened here, right? And I think we've already had a retracement to discount. Is it? Nope, not just yet. So which means this could be a potential sell side level. And the 15. Yeah, I'm just gonna be chilling and waiting on the 5-minute, waiting to see what the market will potentially present. Now let's play this and see. So we formed a beautiful SMT here. Now when I go up on the 5 or in the 5-minute, it looks like we're closing inside of those gaps here. 15 is not showing anything strong, just like pushing higher with only this 1 hour fair value gap anchoring it. Check the 1 minute. So we opened 9:30. Where's 9:30? Here. So from this SMT here, while there was a sweep on ES, let's see, will it reach discount of this price leg? Okay, discount, but there's no PDRA, at least no strong PDRA in discount that price could reject. So let's see, will it form a sweep? What will it do? To run this out here, and we continue to drop. So let's see, did it form a sell model? I don't see anything yet, at least as of now. I don't see anything. Nope, nothing. Now 15, you can see we've run these highs, forming some kind of SMT. I think we could be retracing to discount. So and we'll end up rejecting, falling short of this low here. No SMT formed, which is totally fine. I mean, it's not a must. Now, will it form some kind of internal model to go higher? Or is just, oof, what in the world is this? So end up running the lows, no entry model here. So I pray to God I don't do anything stupid within these moves, because sometimes I would react and try entering off of that. So where's the midnight open, by the way? You should also track that, because if it's somewhere close to there, then this probably could be a really crazy good move, and it looks like it's close to there. So here's the midnight open. Look at how cool retraced. So here you can like paraphrase it. Like, I don't think you should be a one-trick pony like this, but we're rejecting a fair value gap. We've retraced to discount, where the discount is obviously the midnight opening price, even though it's not this discount of the price leg. But yeah, it was a really good one here. So let's see. with form any other model. So it's already launched, so nothing's gonna happen here. Just wait for one. Okay, now we move up on the 15. Had a very good retracement. I don't know if this was discount. Fell short of it, but I think we're gonna reject it in the PM session and go higher. So market closed 12:45. What happens at 2nd September? Okay, let's have American holidays. Printer friendly calendar. Some holidays are red colored, so red federal holidays and Sundays were typical non-working days. Okay, black are the days. So looks like the first okay, September. Let's go to the first day of September. What happened on the first Labor Day? Okay, this is like the day after Labor Day. Now let's go to the next day. So we still are falling short of this high here, which is absolutely, disgusting, honestly. Like, price isn't going anywhere, not even close. But I mean, that's okay. I still have the daily gap. We could be tracing it back to it and then starting to try. I don't know. I'm not here to predict. I'm just here to see what the market is to do. Small for a gap. So let's see what happens internally here. It's like we're wearing some kind of consolidation inside here. So we've still got buy side there. I've got some sell side labels here as well. This here. Now where is the midnight open for this Tuesday? Market opened right here. This is the midnight open, so I think we could be able to continue lower, maybe do some kind of manipulation, then start going higher, or it's just possible that this could be the manipulation, so gotta adjust accordingly. Let's wait and see. Okay, look at how the market open does us, dropping right into that level here, and also takes out another low and go up on the 1 hour. You can see this low here was also a run, forming some kind of SMT, and it's driving higher slowly by slowly. Okay, we also ran the second liquidity level at 10. We had some news, the ISM manufacturing PMI. So it looks like this day ain't gonna be bullish. I think so. So we're back in the daily gap and we're not looking any bullish. Okay, looks like, look at this, tracement back, then we start dropping heavily, and we also have another heavy sell side pull there. I actually don't think there was an entry here, except if you enter pre-market on this gap here. But the reason I hate entering pre-market is because of the way okay, it's because of the way, like, it's possible the market could come and put in a manipulation, take out the side, then start going lower, and I really don't like that. Like, kind of screws my my positions around. So as of now, I'm currently waiting for that at least. So it's just possible that we could just, you know, reject this daily fair value gap and continue lower. That's why you can see we've grown very, very low, really close to this low here. Let's wait for the PM session. So I was wrong. Let's go to the next day. I got the daily time frame and check this out. So we've already rejected the daily gap, which is like, okay, I guess it's like telling us like, yeah, chill now, chill little boy. Anyways, first things first, I mark another gap yet. Like the previous favorite gap just got rejected. Why mark another one? Pretty close to discount here. If we anchor it to this low, it will be already in discount. So it's possible they could reject this gap and go higher. But ES, on the other hand, is really so far from discount prices. So is it possible for price to rebalance these points? It moved like 800 points in just one day. Let's check it. Well, so we're in Wednesday. Let's see what happened on this Tuesday, right? Tuesday is from here, right, to right here. 826 points in sales. Looks like we're pushing higher slowly but slowly. I'm gonna go to daily. Looks like we could potentially reject. What news? By the way, what news did you have on this third? This is an FP week, by the way. SM Session PMI. 1 hour. I'm looking for a premium gap, so the lowest hanging fruit could be this high here. So we run this low from the SMT. Shift. This will be like the ultimate target, but when I go up on the 5, and have even some shorter targets such as this gap here. So let's just target a 2 hour and see. full TP gets hit at 10:57. We ended right here, exited here. So pretty good trade, I can see. I think it could actually continue higher. Let's wait and see. Whoa, a very crazy bullseye. So you see what happens when I don't play with my positions. Like when I start playing the TP, so like just let it run. If it hits, then it hits. If it doesn't, then yeah, you chill. Like, I remember when I used to trail TPs very aggressively, and I think that affected like my entries really much. I would like to convince myself that we're retracing into this gap. Let's check it out. If we continue closing inside, I think we will be respecting that gap. Yep, we're not. 1 hour. So we're rejecting this small thing here, the one that I had targeted. Sheer luck. Nope, it's just that slowly by slowly I think I'm learning and I can see it. So all thanks to the Lord. All thanks to the Lord. I'm really grateful. I mean, I don't know how I would have been if he hadn't put trading in my way. So very, very grateful. But the next day, so we're still in the daily gap. I believe we could form some kind of rejection once more. Go down to 1 hour. What do we see here? Relatively close from here to here. Yep, but we'll run this low here. Is that an SMT? Nope, no SMT here. No SMT again. So looks like this fair value gap is holding. We have a very good sell side pull here. So what news do we have this day though? RSM substance PMI. What's this average hourly earnings? So the open will rally higher, which is okay. So we have ISM PMI and times is 10. So we didn't run sell side, we just started running right at the open. Where's the midnight open at? We're on Thursday. Midnight open is right here. Yeah. So let's say this high was your target and you enter here. So how many points will this be? 131 points. I'm not trying to target for all of that, but I think it's looking good. It's okay. Okay, very good retracement. Pretty close to the midnight open, really close. Have a fair value gap here and it's at 11. So is it gonna reject and go higher? Let's see. So first we have an SMT. Okay, some tickets invalidated. Go back, discount, push higher, shift on this higher, retracement, we're below midnight open. I think we're gonna go higher here. Let's look at 2-minute. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have this gap here that we could be rejected, so stay cautious. Consolidation. So the days move, could have been put in the morning, right here, entry here, stop here, so it will be like a one-to-one thing here. We enter here, we stop here, and take profit here, 1 to 1.4 on there. Next day, ooh, very good drop in the morning. What happened here? NFP. Yep, very accurate. Now, it's looking kind of bullish. Now that we've even run a daily low here. We've shifted structure here. So cool, prefer have a retracement back to discount. I choose this because it's the most close in proximity to this one's here. And the midnight open of this Friday is here. So we could be retracing to the midnight open as well. Take a buy here, long, stop loss there, 15. Okay, my targets will be like at least this high, or even higher, probably here. And now check the 1 hour, let's see what's looking like. Yeah, it's sus. Let's take this trade and see. Yep, sloped out. And end up dropping heavily. But what could the area were rejecting? There was no fairly gap there. Yep, it's part of the process. Losses and wins. So let's say why would I look for shorts inside of here? 930 traces into a gap here, drops, shoots up, drops, retracement at 947 here. But why would it be going lower then? If we're not rejecting this daily thing here, so it's like it will be absolutely bearish. Meaning that these daily lows could targets. So ahead of empty here. and we had to run these highs like this. Okay, let's see what we did wrong here. I mean, it's okay, you have to learn from it even though it's a loss. 55 is looking amazing, kind of. Why? Look at this gap here. So we shift on this color here, retracement back into the gap, disregarding that we have a valid gap here, and it's supposed to clean. After all, this is not a valid sweep. I can't call it a valid sweep. So we were wrong, and it's okay. So let's say it's someone. Okay, let's say I take the entry, maybe a limit. Yeah, my stop resting above this candle, and my targets of the relatively equal lows. My take profits, that will be like 1 2 R, and then the 15 will be even low, will be kind of lower as well. Should do 15. I think I'll target these ones. Let's go to the next day here. So the next day looks like we're still bearish, and how's the 4 hour looking here? Yep, we're in a gap. 1 hour 15. Okay, market opens right higher as I was expecting. I was thinking like it would drive higher, run the highs, well when the gap then start dropping. Let's be waiting here and observe calmly. Come on, retrace to that gap. No entry. We could have got a good one here. You could tell this thing goes in burst. Could have got one inside there. Why no retracement, man? Why would you hurt us like that? Okay. Looks like it's for no retracement, but I think it's already late to the party. We're in premium 15. We're in a fair value gap. I'm suspicious of the long short not doing what I think it's gonna do. you can see we just ran the highs without dropping as I was expecting. So at least if we could have hit retraced, then I could have sold something inside here to these lows, giving like a 2.4R. Let's see how the day ends up panning out. Okay, remember, I'm still bearish. I've retraced into this gap here. Yeah, and I still think we could be probably better to go lower. Okay, I don't think. Okay, I should reduce that thing of saying I don't think. It's probable that we could reject this gap here, so I gotta keep that in mind. Go down to 1 hour. Oh, we've already run this high in some kind of order block here on 1 hour. So we should mark them, by the way, because just saying it, like, we end up getting caught in just saying it and not acting. Okay, very beautiful open. So for expecting bearish prices, we should be above the midnight open. Now, are we gonna get a retracement back up? Now, open the 1 minute, nothing. 2 minute, this gap will be enough for me to enter. Okay, very beautiful. I enter, stop right with this candle because we could also retrace back higher. It's my target, the daily lows. Let's check the daily. No. I think I'm actually on the 1 hour. This is the midnight open, so we could actually drop to the midnight open or this gaps here. So let's take risk. That's why we're here, and that's why we're learning this, to take risk. So let's run for this, the midnight open, and this lows here. Come on. Stops me out and has to take profit. I hope so, at least. Okay, so this is very choppy. So you're not getting stopped out, consolidates, doesn't head to the target that we're looking for to, but it's pretty understandable because of this gap here. So at least this would have been like a 1-to-1 target. But that means that our RR will be lower. 1-to-1 would get hit up after a very huge amount of heat. Go to the next day again and do the same thing. I really don't know. We're now rejecting this gap all of a sudden and heading higher. How's the weekly profile like? Something very, very unpredictable. What a block though, the monthly, which I think we could be now about to again head higher, but the market did a study here. Well, I believe that's it for the day. Yep, I believe that's it. I'm not gonna do anything else. And I mean the backtesting. Let's see what happens in this day. And then I'm just gonna play it, not gonna like trade it. I just want to see, like, do we end up rejecting the daily gap or do we just go higher? Because I think this daily gap is strong. So you can see we rejected. Let's see, did it create an opportunity? So dropped. Let's start the 15. So here's the 15. The midnight open was there, and we are above the midnight open. We pushed higher. Manipulation move on this high here. Started an SMT. Sell side low hanging fruit. These lows here. This is the target, and after putting in the sweep 15, go lower. See nothing yet. 5, nothing yet. 4, 3, 2. Okay, look at the 2 minute now. So shift, push higher, drop, shift is here. Retracement into a 2 minute fair value gap here. And on the 1 minute, is there like something called a better fill? Well, into this thing here, this gap here, is selling, and you get a retracement back here. So if you enter on the 1 minute, entering on the rejection, let's say you put your stop here, and the first target midnight open, that's already 2.45 hour. Second target, this 1 hour low, 6.53 hours. So I'm not aiming for home runs, but that's a pretty good amount. So I'll go back to 1 hour and check. That's very, very, very great. So I think I'm gonna close the session here with a loss again. Like, we managed to get it up, but then we got back again in the loss, making our win rate drop to 35.15. So I think I'm gonna close it here, and until next time, stay blessed.